Right then. Oh, good morning, chat. How the hell are you all? Welcome back to some Train Simulator World 2020. Sheepwars. I immediately dropped everything when I got the notification that Q is streaming Train Sim. Well, you know, we'll see how this goes. Today we're having a look at a new railway line in the collection. It's been out since the 12th of December, but it's the Brighton to, what is it? Bedford? Hereford? I can't even remember. I literally cannot remember when I made the stream title. Eastbourne and Seaford, sorry. So Brighton to Eastbourne and Seaford. We're going to be running in a Southern Rail class something, which should be pretty cool. Hopefully you're all going to be enjoying yourselves here. This should be pretty nice. I mean, depending on how quickly we do the route, we may do some other ones as well. See if there's like some freight lines that run on the same railway, but we'll see. Yeah, boy. Some high octane action there. Good to see you all this morning. Hopefully you are all doing well. As per usual on my day off, I've just sort of risen from the dead. You know, just got out of bed this minute. So yeah, I'm sort of eager to get playing some Train Sim World, and yeah, just sort of rocking and rolling really. So let's tab into the game. Let's skip registration. No, thank you. Oh no, Mr. Doug is gone. That's right, I've reset my PC since I last played Train Sim World. So I don't know. We've got to choose someone else. We've got to make a new character. God, who are we going to make out of this fucking really strange lineup? I don't even know. Doug's gone. I mean, we could make Doug 2.0. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, look at that. UK freight driver. Beautiful. Get him 1980 British Rail 1980s. Fucking they wore suits. Fantastic. Class 3777 or 377 driver. Great Western Railways. And very different between these two, isn't it? Holy shit. Look at his hair. The problem is his hair is always like the lighting is really weird on his hair. Mr. Mahmood here doesn't look as bad. I think this was Doug, wasn't it? What's wrong with the hair? I never got the hair. Maybe we should just play this guy. He's bold as an acorn and he's furious. Douglas, that's it. Doug Jr. Because I think this was, I can't even remember. I think this was Doug. Amtrak engineer. That hides his hair, to be fair. We could go with this. DB driver. Fair enough. That was, he seems very overdressed. Seems very overdressed. Miss Doug, maybe. Other Doug. I like it. We could go with other Doug. Best fucking game is back. Thank you very much. 64 and 2. I don't even know. UK freight driver we could go with. This seems ridiculous. Out of the entire sort of rail network, only fucking only DB drivers wear a hat. Fuck it. Let's go with a UK freight engineer. Let's just go with it. Create profile. Let's call him other Doug. Other Doug. So welcome aboard, other Doug. Fantastic. Let's jump in and yeah, we'll get him. Wait, can you play as Cyanide? That's a great question, actually. I don't think there's any armies in here. Well, maybe there is, and I'm just not looking hard enough. So yeah, folks, how are we doing? Have we all had a good morning so far? Hopefully you have. Like I say, I've literally not long woken up. The girlfriend's terribly ill. She's got like a sore throat, a headache. She's got like a stuffed up nose.
Oh,
so I'm staying well clear of her. I ain't catching that shit. No, I've probably caught it already. It's just in gestation, isn't it? Welcome to Train Simulator. Well, I played it before.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Other Doug's first day on the job. Come on now. Let's go back to the main menu, sweetheart. There we are. Thank you very much there to the Face Taker for 24 months of the highest quality lurking and content. Here's to another 2 years. Thank you very much. Do enjoy your big blue emotes there, or big blue sub icon there. Very, very prestigious group at the moment. Very, very good. And thank you also to Main Booze for the 19 months. He does, in fact, like trains, which is fantastic. Did you know Saru is a train? That's obviously one of the big things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then. So I'm just putting a t-shirt. Just for me. This one. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much there to Corin. Is that Corin X? Corgan X. I should put my glasses on. Not that it helps me these days. Yeah, I'm going to put my glasses on. Rip Jane, indeed. Cube sick. Ugh. T-shirt on. We have donned the T-shirt. I'm going to put my height. Where's the head hole? There it is. Fantastic. Good morning, Messi. How the hell are you? No Specky of the Savers today. No, I actually work very few days during the week. I do 2 days in the week and then 2 days on the weekend. So days of ye old, well, I say annual leave, ye old holiday to bum around with. Have you heard Saru's train whistle? I have not had the pleasure. Fantastic. Okay, so let's fire up the route that we're going to be playing today, and that is the East Coastway. It's all, they released it around Christmas time, so you can see it's all very, you know, not too festive, but festive enough to draw in the Christmas cheer while still, you know, being, you know, not needing to be rebranded. So welcome to the East Coastway. I'm guessing we're starting on the Brighton side, one would assume, or hard to know. Right then, this doesn't look like... There we go.
This is Brighton Station,
Ooh.
the terminus of the Brighton main line from London.
There we go. Get on board, shall we? Find a seat. Okay, let's sit in first class. Lovely. Are we just riding the train? I thought I kind of want to, you know, are we just a passenger?
The East Coastway route provides vital transportation between historic towns, seaside resorts and coastal industry. You'll have the chance to experience both passenger and freight operations in the area.
Fantastic. I also hasten to add that I have played with my config settings versus the last time, and like I've made a pretty decent whack of trying to, like, you know, trying to make sure that everything looks good. Do you know what I mean? Like that's one of the things I've been trying to do. Like I've been trying to make sure there's no motion blur. That's one of the big things. I think depth of field might still be on, and that's something I'll need to turn off. But a lot of the post-processing is fixed, and a lot of the LODs and stuff are fixed. But it does still feel like there's a bit of motion blur.
You're currently riding a Class 3774 electric multiple unit.
Right.
These run as 4, 8 and 12 car formations and operate all of the passenger services along this line.
Okay, look at we're like a museum tour of this train. Also, this is the world's like tiniest first-class section. Look at this. Look at this. It's like it's not many first-class passengers this far south.
Train Sim World allows you to ride and drive train.
Oh, there we go. The exterior camera. Look at this shit, eh? And look how long this train is. Jesus Christ. It's huge. Motion blur. I thought I turned it off in the config. It doesn't seem to be too bad. It's
Other
definitely not as bad as it was.
internal and external camera views are available to be explored. These can be accessed with the number keys.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 works, sort of. It's kind of, I think this is like the free roam camera. Yeah, 8 is like the free roam, so we can go like anywhere. Let's play this man here. I'm going to call him, get down to eye level with old Walsh here. Are we stopping here?
You've only travelled a short distance here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy.
Oh no, it ain't stopping for no one here. What does that mean exactly?
Welcome to the East Coastway.
No, you
Take
just
on
said
the
that.
challenge of keeping commuters and tourists on the move.
Bloody
Drive
hell.
over towering viaducts, around rolling hills and through coastal towns. Operate a multitude of service patterns between
what's
a
going
variety
on?
of destinations. Deal with on-the-job and line-side emergencies. Along the way, be sure to place route maps, open ticket
What?
machines, fix
not my job.
damaged fences,
It's not my job.
introduce new cycle maintenance points.
Uh,
Choose passenger or freight
just
operations
did to
and
drive.
take a trip along the East Coastway.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Look how smooth that was from the computer. Beautiful. Welcome to train driving. Right. Okay. Train facility manager 2020. That's it. Continue. No, get me out of here. That's fantastic. I'm sure I fucking fixed a load of stuff in the config here. I'm pretty sure there's like depth of field, isn't there? I've turned motion blur off, but I'm pretty sure it's depth of field that still has to go. So let's have a look here. So depth of field. Also need to turn the nightlight off on my PC. Train Sim World. Engine.ini. Because the problem is you cannot turn off depth of field without disabling other settings unless you go into the config and do it yourself. Engine.ini. Depth of field. A guide to tweaking the INI. Fantastic. Let's have a read of that. I just want to see if I can find... There we go. And this... Oh, God. Depth of field quality. Let's have a look here. I'm guessing depth of field quality I want to set to 0. Have a look here. Bear with us. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This looks ridiculous. I'm going to save this. This is like a full catalogue of all of the INI options. It's huge. I can't do all of that now. Right, let's go down here and then just let's put this at the bottom. Or let's just put that there. Depth of field quality equals, I'm guessing 0. I want it off as a thing. We'll find out, I guess. And then foliage, let's move that to the very bottom here. Fantastic. Let's give that a save. Or rather, I think we need to quit out of the game and then give that a save. And then reload the game. And then it should all work honky-dory. Hopefully. Hopefully, he says. Bit of cube thonk, a bit of live bug fixing. Are we going mad? Are we missing a VOD of Duskers? Though, I thought there were 2 of them. No, I think there's only 1. We only did 1 Duskers thing. Not too long ago. Like a couple of days ago. We will be playing more. Tonight is Divinity. I'm doing Divinity tonight. There was a plan to do a double bill, but sadly it's fallen on its arse because Echo's busy on the Sunday. So we're just doing the 1 session tonight, and that's tomorrow. Right then, let's have a look here. Let's run to timetable. So we've got so many choices of trains here. What the fuck? There's so many choices of train. Look at this. Look at this. Whew. Okay. I'm well happy with this. Right, well, I think we're going to take out the new loco, the Southern Class 3774 SN kind of thing. It's near the SSN. It's submersible submarine nuclear powered. Right. And the textures still seem really low. This model seems like really low quality. If you can... Oh, God, I guess I've got to keep playing with the settings and stuff. Why are you so green? Why are you so green? Okay, never mind. Let's jump on in. So, let's have a look at the presets here. So, what are we going to be playing with? That's the real question here. Let's have a look. Good morning, Jaina. Thank you very much for the host. How the hell are you? Everybody, can I get a cube sick for Miss Jaina, please, in chat? I'm sure she'll appreciate that. And then maybe a couple of cube loves. I'm sure she'd feel the spirit. So let's have a look here. It is currently winter here in the UK. It is a very sort of cloudy, not snowy, but cloudy winter's day. So we're going to get a cloudy winter's day service running. Let's click continue on that. And then at about this time in the morning, if I can. So it's currently 10:24, and I get a 10:24 service. I actually can get a 10:24 service from Seaford to Brighton. So let us select this one to start. I don't even know how to fucking load this up. Oh dear. All of the Cube 6 for Miss Jaina. Oh dear. Right then. Okay, so in-game, the 3D model doesn't look as bad. It just seems... Yeah, in-game it looks way better. For some reason, just the version of it on the... on the dock seemed a bit funny. Right then, so let's load passengers. So, unlock the right-hand door. To unlock the right-hand doors. Is it because there's... Oh, God, that was a big sneeze. Alright, fucking, where did that come from? Right, is the power on? I'm pretty sure there are amps going through the system. Unlock the right-hand door. Unlock the left-hand door? Open sesame! I'm pretty sure there's power. Where's the button? Door release. Open doors. Is there no power? I'm confused. Just depart without passengers. Well, that's pretty pathetic. So those are the buttons. It's relatively straightforward so far. Use the throttle. Fantastic. Direction switch. I guess I need to put that to neutral. Can I change that? Master key. On. There you go. Forward. Okay, so the master key wasn't in. So can I now... There you go. We figured it out. So we put the key in the ignition. That's always a good way to test it, isn't it? Right then, let's set up the headlights. Is that fantastic? We've used the horn. Wiper. Hazard lights. AWS. I'm looking for headlights. Has anyone got headlights? Looking for headlights. AC temperature. Oh, we want like the temperature up high. Look at that. Nice warm 70%. AC temperature. Let's put full heat on because it's a cold day. Full heat for the passengers and ourselves. Headlights. We want daytime running. Fantastic tail lights we don't want on because we're at the front of the train. I don't know what aux is. For plugging in the guitar, I guess. Let's lock the doors, shall we? So, door release. No, this one. Closing door. Fantastic. We're only 10,000 years late out of the station. The doors are locked. Let us move forward. Let's give it a little bit of power. Just a little bit of juice coming forward. Not too bad. Decent acceleration on this loco. It's not bad at all. Okay. No, I don't want to open that. At least it changes the sound, which is great. There we go. Just release the power brake, which is fantastic. A couple of things that I probably want to change. I'm in miles per hour, which is great, but I need to change it to units of... temperature is going to be Celsius. Gradient units is going to be ratio. And I think that'll do nicely. There we go. Right then, so coasting along. 70 miles an hour already? You must be kidding. That's outrageous. So you creep into the station at God knows whatever speed and then... Yeah, fucking... it's unbelievable. I love it. It's 20 mile an hour in 2 miles. No way it's 70 miles an hour. Absolutely not. I can't. It is. That's fantastic. Multi-track drifting, that's it. Quite a steep uphill gradient. God, this thing really gets the beans on. That's a fast loco. I'm really impressed with this. This screen, can I fuck with this? Piss. So the golden shower. Right. Up we go. 44, 45 miles an hour. I am on max power at the moment. As we come up... Oh, fuck, I should be braking, shouldn't I? Because I'm meant to be stopping here. I'm sure that was comfortable for the passengers. Okay, well at least the braking system's relatively intuitive. I like this. It's just that I'm not. Okay. Right, okay, let's decelerate just a little bit further. Yeah, let's decelerate now. She stops really well. Probably a little bit too well. Little bit over, but beggars can't be choosers. That was pretty good. Right then, so with the loco stopped, let us open the door. Can I like look out this window? I think I can. Oh my god, look at these fucking views. There we go. Fantastic. People getting on and off. Shouldn't take too long to load and unload here. Okay, well the throttle's like really different, like compared to what I'm used to. Also, this is like single line track. Like, can't be often that people come here. This is single line. I imagine this can get awfully congested. Congested, I should say. Right, loading passengers is done. Let us lock her up. And then let's give it the beans. Let's put it into power state 1 just to overcome the traction of the train. And then let's bring it up to 2. And then up to 3. Got a red signal coming our way. Well, that was a yellow signal ahead, so the line ahead of us is a little bit in use. 20 mile an hour in 1.2 miles. We'll probably be switching onto some sort of main line. And then power 4 as we accelerate here. Beautiful bit of terrain. It's all a bit It's all a bit white outside, though. All a bit white outside here in the snow. See the city rendering in the background there. Lovely. Fantastic. She really does get up to speed quickly. I'm very impressed with it. It is a good loco. Judging from the nose on your train there, you are clearly driving an economy class train. Yes, I am. I say economy, I understand it's extremely expensive nonetheless. Oh, banking over this, I think this is like just a disused station here. Doesn't say which one it is. There we go, let's coast for a bit. Then let's get braking 1 now. Braking 2. Nice one, braking 1. Not too bad. Braking 2. A little bit of speeding, but not too bad. Nothing we can't handle. Release the brake for a moment. Here we go. Yeah, we're coming over, sir. Coming over this. So we just got to be a bit slower. Okay, not bad. Not bad. As we creep on here. Ooh, that. Level crossing. Very nice. There we go. Let us decelerate a bit more. Get to here. Then we'll decelerate down to a stop. Very nice. Very, very nice. Like, almost on the dot there. Fantastic. Let's get ready to open up. Release door, left-hand side. Let's have a look there. Sort of on a curve. Excellent stuff. Nice one. Pooing through the countryside. That's me. Lovely stuff. Excellent stuff. So many people in chat. So many awesome people in the chat there. We've got Messi, we got fucking Jane, we got Catler, we've got all of Twitch chat. Smiles. Polite cat. There we go. Lock the doors. And let's rock and or roll here. Let's accelerate. Okay, so first set of power to overcome the traction of the locomotive here. And then let's give it power 2 at 5 miles an hour. And then let's give it power 3 at 15. Well, I suppose we need to coast, don't we? 35 mile an hour coming up. We're on like a weird, like, snaky bend, so it's not going to let me go all the way. Okay, so we're going to coast at 20. That'll do nicely. Slamming it through the countryside was basically nothing, but yeah, all of a sudden now it's like, oh yeah, fucking you gotta go the speed limit. I suppose it's a good thing too, because we're stopping almost immediately. Let's just coast for a moment. And then give it some first level service brake here. Probably quite fast. Let's give it power 2 service brake. R1, power 2. R1. Pretty damn close, not too bad. Almost on the dot, pretty much there. Unlock left-hand door. Awesome stuff. People are going to be getting on and off there. Pretty sure I'm like all on the platform. This is the thing with this game, right, is that it makes you stop like with your rear end like really close to the end of the platform. Like you should always probably try to pull ahead of the little dot if you can, just barely. Just to try and give yourself enough, you're right, man. Just to give yourself enough room, like. Fantastic. Let's bring ourselves back in. So shut up the... Oh, no, not that one. This one. Oh no, window's closed. We'll leave that there. Earned experience for doing opening a cab door. It's like the idiot savant perk from Fallout. I guess I think they both had them, didn't they? Their own variants. I think I'm thinking of the Fallout 4 one. Lovely. 2.4 miles. Speed goes back up to 70 mile an hour very, very shortly.
Oh, yeah.
I know, Gary. They're hearty folk down here. Thank you very much there to NLH, Teddy NLH, for the Twitch Prime sub for 3 months, sir. Welcome aboard. Good to see you, my friend. Lovely stuff. This game is flawed. You're on time, I know, right? Up to speed we go. 2.6 miles until we come to a stop. Thank you very much there to Dima. Just bear with us there. Going to say thank you very much there to Dima1904 there.
Yeah.
I don't know what to write here, neither do I. Thank you very much for the 25 months, sir. And Safirian for the tier 1 sub for 14 months. You're only one making it possible to make a train sim relaxing and fascinating. What do you mean I'm the only one? It's gripping content, my friend. Okay, we're going to accelerate up. Let's give it the beans here as we climb up to tippy top speed. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, look at that, he's moving. He's moving. Woo! Bloody hell. The railway line is alive, my friends. Right then. Excellent stuff. There's something so peaceful about driving a train in the snow. There is, isn't there? Well, unless it's a blizzard. It is gorgeous in its own right. There we go. High speed here. Black gradient. So far, so good. 2 miles until we reach Southeast Station. Fantastic. Yes, I haven't upgraded it. It's 5,250 currently, yeah. Lovely, coming in at high speed. Fantastic. Let's coast for a little bit on this flat gradient. She's really getting a shimmy on, bless. Yeah, the first class service, like the first class area on this train is tiny. I can't believe it. It's ridiculously small. But the girlfriend keeps telling me anyway. Right. Yep, slacker. I am a slacker. I'd like to think I'm more forgetful than I am a slacker. Oh, whistle. Oh, that was the horn, not the whistle. I think the whistle's one of these ones. One of these ones. Okay. Let's slow it down to first level braking. Oh, another train! Lovely. We're going to take it easy as we coast on in here. Excellent stuff. Hopefully shedding speed nicely as we make our approach. I like to pretend that in my head, you know, Joanna Lumley's going, the next station, you know, fucking fantastic. Living the dream. Horsey there. Why am I driving on the wrong side of the tracks? I don't think I am. Another whistle. Fantastic there. Let's get this up to... No, I think we're braking at a decent speed here. Let's get it up to tier 2 just for a little bit and then drop us down even more. It's going to be a very short platform, so I want to come right up to the end if I can. Yeah, we're going to just make sure we're fully on here. Lovely. Open the left-hand door for us. There you go. You see it was a bit snug, so it's a good thing to be on all the way there. Fantastic. Very busy platform, actually, considering it's in the middle of what appears to be bumfuck nowhere. Look at it. They live underground here. Fantastic. How many meters is in a mile? I couldn't even begin to tell you. Yards, isn't it? Isn't it 1,000 yards to the mile? It's 100 meters to the kilometer. That's an easy one. Might be getting that wrong though. There we go. Power on. Overcome the traction. Tractive force, I think they call it, of the locomotive. So like the getting yourself enough power to be able to overcome like the grip, the stationary grip of the train in order to get it rolling. Got a 70 mile an hour speed limit, so that's all cozy. Power 3. Bring it up to power 4 very shortly. There we go, power 4. Let's get us accelerating, making good time. Next station is that Luez? I'm not sure. It is indeed Train Simulator. That's it. It's 1,000 meters to the kilometer. Not 100. Did I say 100? That's my bad. 1,000 metres is 1 kilometre. Did I say... I'm sorry, I meant 1,000. I promise. And it's 1,400 metres to the mile. I see. Or is it 1,600? Or conflicting information in chat. 1,600. 1,760. The world does not know. 1,609.34 metres. How many decimal places can we get it to, chat? That's the real question. Fantastic. Coming up to tippy top speed there. Ooh, £10 from York.
Hi Q. Just finished playing a game called Observation. Would love to see you play it.
Fucking hell. Coming from the world's... the rate I read Twitch chat. A game called Observation. Jesus Christ. But it's thoughtful of him at least. I'll give him that. He's bold. I should probably not have my hand hovering over the emergency brake. I can't help but feel like I'm going to click it. I'm going to pull everyone's faces off with the G-force. Very nice. So far we're doing okay. I can't believe we're actually on time at the moment. We're making like a decent schedule. Fantastic. Which system do you prefer, Q? Windows XP. Lovely. 1.5 miles to go to Luez. Fantastic. So far, so good. Excellent. 1.2 miles. Ooh, we need to slow down quite a bit. Power brake 2. Power brake 1. Lovely. And then coast. A little bit of a go. Lovely jubbly. Just as we come over this junction here. 40 mile an hour is the speed limit. Lovely. Well, the train's very responsive, which is definitely in my favour. So we're back up to 60 now, which is great. So let's give it power 3, get it up to 60. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so far so good. Pulling into, I guess, Luez? I'd never learnt it. XP was a god of an OS, I know, right? But which service pack, friends? It's got to be service pack 3. Best system. The greatest crime ever, them discontinuing support for it. Let's put it on braking 1 as we make our... Ooh, that was a very healthy dose of speeding, that is. That kind of snuck up on me. All good. Driving significantly over the speed limit, said the instructor, clinging on for dear life. Let's not brake too hard, let's just release as we come coasting around this corner here. We want to be down to 20 mile an hour, relatively sharpish. Look at this for a fucking spaghetti junction. Accelerate, you nana. I'm just slamming the gears wildly backwards and forwards. It's okay. It's just a little bit over the speed limit. Just a smidge. It's okay. It's alright. We're A-okay, friends. Still massively speeding. Look, it's alright. It's ridiculously slow, 10 miles an hour here. Don't worry about it. It's chill. I'm going to pull just past the marker here. And then 2 braking. Right, okay. Open the doors. Lovely. Okay, were we on time? I don't think we were. No, we were about a minute late because of the shenanigans. Never mind. We can make up that time, I'm sure. Lovely. How long that train is! Ah! He's not even on the platform. Good gracious. Very nice. How'd you even get a train that long on there? I suppose this platform's quite long. Look at that, he's hanging his arse off and everything. Right, lock the doors. Power 1. There you go. Pulling out and away. Power 2. 10 mile an hour is the speed limit here, so I can't really go over that. 9.9. This is what happens when, like, there's a police officer driving in front of you and the speed limit's like 40 miles an hour. 39.9 miles an hour, Your Honour. They isolate the doors at the back of the carriage. Yeah, I imagine they do. There we go, creep out. Fantastic. But who's going to pull you over? The train cops? That's right. Gotta be wary of those train cops, friend. Just tiptoeing it. They're coming. I heard them. I legitimately heard them. They heard me. Imagine this game. I imagine this game is a VR plug. No, I don't think so. It'd be good, I guess. Cool. But I don't think so. There we go. Let's bring it up to speed then. Fantastic. Get it some beans. 4.2 miles to our next stop at Falmer. Fantastic stuff. Rocking and rolling. Excellent. So how are people in chat this morning? Obviously, apart from Jaina, who's rotting from the core. Are we all having a good day? Are we all having a good morning? How are we? Anything of interesting going on? Sad train noises, that's it. Fantastic. Who cares about the rules? Time to break the land speed record. Yes, I think so. Got food poisoning. Fantastic, Penguins Go Raw. Fantastic news. I had food poisoning not too long ago, and I actually discovered I had food poisoning on a train not dissimilar to this. Jane was coming with me down to Birmingham from Stoke-on-Trent to get some glasses from, obviously, where I work, go figure. And, yeah, it was. I just started feeling so desperately, like vomity sick. Like, I thank God I didn't throw up because the train was really busy because they cancelled a load of services because of a fallen tree on the railway line, which was a bit of a bother. Lovely. Driving under the speed limit, which is great. Speed limit's going up again, which is fantastic. Freezing cold here, sat doing an e-learning course on rat poison. Ah, fantastic. Lovely. You're at work right now, says Sheep Wars, and go for lunch break to eat pizza. A lunch break to eat pizza? It's alright. It's alright, Sheep Wars. Working at the Hilton Hotel. Lovely. Fantastic. Got to go to work in 2 hours. Serving old conservative men their beer. Ah, that's a shame. You have my condolences. Ask them about the integrity of the pound. That will make for a very rich and engaging conversation. Right. Fantastic. Had to be taken to hospital because I've been throwing up for 7 hours straight and got dangerously dehydrated. Oh, lovely.
Oh,
gets better and better.
Yeah.
The Cudster says wait. He says wait. Slam the emergency brake. There we go. Fantastic. Good stuff. Good to see you, Cudster. Thank you very much for the 13 months, sir. Very, very kind of you. A very steep uphill gradient, this. Bit of a farce. I like it, though. Shots fired, lol. That's it. Yeah, I wanted to take an hour-long nap. Slept for 6 hours instead. That is. But don't you feel better having taken... No, I bet you've woken up thinking, where's the time gone? Yeah, that happened to me once. Like, the worst thing always happens to me in the morning when I'm going very... I wake up at about 7, and I start quite late in the morning for my job, but I also finish reasonably late for a retail job. Like, I start at 10:30 and I finish at about 7, right? And what will always happen is I wake up about 7, 8 o'clock, and I think, oh, I've got a couple of hours till I can leave. Put my head on the pillow, and then I think, oh, I'll just wake up again. It's fine. And then 10:15 a.m. Fly out of bed, half pipe through the bath. Got me toothbrush in my eye. Kind of thing. I think we really need to slow down here now, don't we? Let's get it on brake 2. Brake 1, let's go with 69 miles an hour. That's it. It's a very nice speed, that. I don't need to be braking this early. Okay. I just don't need to brake this early. God, it's dark in here, isn't it? Goes underground. God, it's dark. He's a mature adult, ladies and gentlemen. He's a mature adult. Points at him. Over there. Okay, now I should probably brake. Now I should probably brake. It's coming too quickly. Let's not go to braking 3. Let's not break every bone in the customer's body. Oh, braking 3. Here it. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Beautiful. Just a little bit over. Fantastic. I hope people didn't mind the fucking absolutely crushing G-force. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is the rear fucking... Are the rear lights on our loco? They are. Oh, look at that. We're going to Bright. Fantastic. Don't go towards the light, that's it. And now that some Good Samaritan gave me a sub, I can enjoy those sweet emotes for another month. No worries, Rice. Yes, you got like there's like a gift sub. I think Elf or someone, I can't claim to know who, dropped like a load of gift subs a few days ago now, and I believe your name was involved. There we go. Let's go 1. And then 2. And then 3. Fantastic. Good change up in speed there. Good acceleration out. Oh, Jesus. Could just go for a walk. Probably a bad idea there. So Molescombe coming up next at 10:54. We are currently probably pretty far behind schedule. Let's make up the time then. Fucking multi-track drifting. Here we go. We've got some time to make up. So 10:54, 70 mile an hour speed limit coming up in a couple of 100 yards. Keep an eye on the speed limit, keep an eye on the distance. Our speed is coming up to the right speed. Fantastic. 55 mile an hour and 1.5 miles there. Fantastic. That should be just after we've pulled into this station, so it doesn't affect us too badly. 1 mile. Let's start giving it... We'll go for a late break. No, we'll go for an early break. Break 1. We come to 0.9 miles here. That should slowly start to tick us down. Fantastic. So far, so good. Excellent. Keep rolling on through. Excellent stuff, taking it easy. Is that it down there? That's our station. Excellent stuff. We'll get it down to like 30 miles an hour and then we'll coast in. I think we're going to be alright actually. We're still closing the gap at a decent speed. Still got a lot of speed to shed. We can just reduce the power if we need to. Or just reduce our braking force. Not bad at all, this. Making a good show of that. 25 mile an hour. Let's just coast around the corner. Very nice. Put a little bit more brake on as we come up here. Funny. Very short platform this. I reckon the long trains wouldn't stop here. And decelerate again. $15, $13, $12. There we go. 10, 9, 8. Let's just make sure we're right up to the end of the platform. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, and stop. Door release. Pretty bang on there. Very nice. I'm happy with that. Awesome stuff. We'll take on some passengers here again. Oh, it's a little bit more urban than the last one. What is this one? This is Molescombe. Fantastic. So far, so good. Excellent. Is this a serious game? Very serious. Just skip a station, make up the time. That's true. Well, we're only a minute behind, which, you know, can normally for Southern Rail is like a fucking godsend. Lock the doors. Let's go for it. Fantastic stuff. And we just got to try and make up this time that we're losing. So despite the appearances of not having any overhead lines, this is actually an electric train using what's called the third rail or powered rail system. Rather than having overhead cables, the electricity is drawn from this third powered rail, and this will switch sides as you go. Not dissimilar to the London Underground. You can see the powered rail changes sides here for whatever reason. Lovely jubbly. Fantastic, we are still speeding up a tiny bit. Do I have a loco brake? I do not, I just have the full power brake. We got a yellow signal. God, we're catching up with a service in front. Say it ain't so. There we go, and then let's give it a little bit of powered braking as we pull into this station here. And let's go to power 2. Ooh, still going very fast. Power 3. Don't really want to go to power 4. Power 3 seems to have done it. Ooh. Bad if I do say so. Probably a little bit rough for the customers, but passengers, but it shouldn't be too bad. That wasn't bad at all. $300 for the full Train Simulator 2019 plus DLCs. In what world do you live in? Pay the price for being on time. Yeah, that's true. I don't obviously defend having that much DLC because it is an outrageous amount of DLC, but I would argue that I have spent way more on games like World of Tanks and, unfortunately, League of Legends over the 4 or 5 years that I played them. Obviously, you don't get them all in one go. I've been getting them gradually, like, since release. Ooh, speed adjust. The hell is a speed? I don't know. Let's play with that in a moment. Let's close the doors. I'm trying to make up the time. The hell is this? Speed adjust set, so I can choose my top speed. There we go. Beautiful. Star Citizen, yeah. Star Citizen as well. So as soon as you suddenly realise that actually, you know, a couple of hundred quid for a couple of hundred quid for Train Sim DLC, and I know it's Train Sim like, but it's not that bad. I'm well confused. I'm just speeding my ass off here, trying to figure out how the speed setting works. It's very cool though that it does have like a speed limiting set. Oh, Brighton, we're here. Whoops. Probably give it some juice, otherwise we're going to take 11,000 hours to get in here. Oh, if we do this quick, we're going to get there on time. We're like going to be just barely on time. I'm in the yellow. I'm being cheeky, but I want in. I also like that they've made the snow not go into the station. That's a nice touch. It's a nice touch, Dovetail. Well done. Well done, friends. Yeah, I'm speeding a little bit now. Don't hit the buffers at the end, whatever happens. There we go. He was walking very close to the train then, he was. Ooh, lovely jubbly. Open the doors on the left-hand side. And then load passengers. Fantastic. God, they get really close to the buffers, they do. Christ almighty. Look at that. Frame rate's a little bit low in here, but I was expecting that, to be fair. As it sort of renders in the rest of the city. I've got my settings turned up, so if you play on like the default settings, or rather like I've edited the game in the config, if you leave it just on like vanilla settings, you'll be fine. But if you edit it in the config and like really ramp up the graphics, you can really Yeah, give yourself a hard time. There we go, Doug! Look at all of that. Actually, not too bad, except for like these bits where I was like, I went, and I say too far over, but like we did a good job. We stayed under the speed limit for a good most of it, and we were stopping within just a couple of yards of like our actual stuff. And to be honest, we weren't too bad on time. So we were a minute late, on time, a minute late, on time, a minute early. No, a minute late, sorry. Trying to get away with that. On time and on time. Uncharacteristically on time for a Southern Rail service. And I got a gold medal! A gold medal! What? Jesus Christ. Bloody hell. I've only ever got bronze medals before, so that's like... Fantastic. Well, I think we might as well play again on this line, but let's take a look at some of the freight services. So we'll go... Ooh. Lunar Cell. Nothing says Chinese New Year like Brighton to Seaford or whatever it is. Right, okay, timetable. Let's have a look here. Fantastic. Let's have a look at taking out... We could take out the EMS. No one was killed. Automatic gold level. Blech, gold level, that's right, or medal. Class 66 EWS, I should say. That's a good one to take out. But we could also take out some of this diesel electric stock. Like these old British Rail stock, sorry. This would be nice. Yeah, let's take out some old BR stock. Let's do it. So I think what we should do, I mean... autumn drizzle. I know it's not autumn outside. It's really not autumn outside. It's very much summer. Changes the colours of the leaves as well. I like that. Custom. Custom? Let's go, like, precipitation. Is it wet outside? No, it's not really wet outside. There's no snow. It is very cloudy. Wind strength. There's a little bit of wind. Not that I think that affects it in any way. And there's wetness, but, like, it's like damp out. So we'll go with that. So that's going to be what we run here. And we're going to run it in this one. 30 degrees, though, is like a bit much. But come on now. 30 degrees centigrade is a bit much. Where was the custom one again? Oh, I see. If you just drag it, then it becomes custom. I see. So we want to go to, like, winter clear. And then change the snow level down to nothing, because there is no snow. Minus 2.1 feels about right in terms of temperature. Cloud levels max. Precipitation is 0. So if I put that on, it's going to be light snow. So at the moment, we're fine. Fantastic. So far, so good. Right then. So let's take out some of the diesel stock. So what should we take out? Should we take out the more modern Class 66 EWS? Should we take out a Class 37.5 in the British steel livery? Should we take out a 45, a 47, or a 40? I don't think I've driven this one yet at all, so I think we might go with this one. But unless there's something someone else really wants to see, we could go with... Take the oldest shit there. I don't think it's... I think the oldest one in this lineup would be either the 37 or the 40.
Oh,
Smith Cloud, thank you very much for the 9 months, sir. I salute to you. The one with the most horses. I'm not sure which one has the most horsepower. That's got good horsepower, good horsepower, good horsepower. I'm pretty sure this one. This one's very heavy with decent horsepower. Take one from the DLC. I think the only one from the DLC is this one. And then all of the other ones are kind of like a bit different. We can switch livery for this one. We can go in with a DB and Schenker, and then just sort of a darker variant of this. Changes the numbers. Fair enough. Could run a DB and Schenker one. There is no Steam? Not at the moment. I don't know why they haven't put Steam in Conquer. There must be a reason. Class 66. Let's take out the 66 then. Let's take it in EWS livery. That's the one you're more likely to see on the railway. And then let's have a look at what services we have. So, we have got a... It's currently 11 minutes past 6 in the morning here in the UK. We could go for a closer service at 11:19, or we could do like an evening service where it's a bit darker, like we'll get the headlights on and stuff, get it all atmospheric. So what would you like to do? We could do this, or we could do like a darker, not like a full night, but like an evening run. What do we think about that? Nice. If you take DB train, you're sure to be late, yeah. I guess so. The physics of coding are semi-complex, they just haven't bothered to code in steam engine code. Yeah, that's it. I think maybe we should run a little bit later in the evening. So let's run at like 10 past 5. That's quite a short route, to be honest. That's even shorter. Bloody hell. That's a really teeny tiny freight route. That's not going to take long at all. Half an hour, if that? Are there any longer freight ones? Guess we'll give it a try. Okay, let's run it at 10 past 5. We'll do an evening run. Here we go. This is another one that I needed to get that I haven't got yet. The Peninsular Corridor. I might do that next time. Because it looks quite nice. Go to the rail and add bus replacement services. That's it. Right then, so I can't really remember how to drive this one. I remember that the cab light was like up here. Although it's kind of light enough that I don't need it just yet. It's not super dark. Hot plate. One of these is headlights. Slow control speed indicator. Goods is on. Parking brake. Engine is on. I can hear it's on. Headlights is somewhere. Here we go. Headlight master switch. Nighttime running. Here we go. Right, cab lights, desk light, instrument lights on. Don't need the tail lights. We could put the desk lights on. There we go. Desk lights are on. Don't need to turn up. Could. Yeah, fuck it. We'll have the cab lights on. So we're currently running empty, what looks like coal hoppers. So let's put in the master key if I can figure out where the fuck it goes. So that's braking. There's a reverser somewhere. Get the instruments dimmed a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. There is a reverser somewhere that requires a master key. That's the horn, direct brake, automatic brake. Sure there's somewhere that requires a master key. Down here. Fresh air. On, off. Dunno. High speed. I'm guessing that's for the heater. That's windscreen. We can't see much. I apologise. Hopefully it will be a bit easier. Throttle. Reverser, there we go. The forward position. And then the throttle as well. Let's give it some juice. I think, well, I need to release the brake, don't I? I think we've got a bit of brake pressure in there. So release the brake. Release the automatic brake. Pressure is equalising. Pressure is released. Fantastic. Let's give it a little bit of power then. Doesn't like that. Oh, there we go. Right, so that took a lot to get going. How long is this loco? It's not even that long. Bless it, it's just struggling. Neutral. I don't think I'm in neutral. I think I'm in forward. Yeah, I'm in forward. That just must be, yeah, they must just weigh a fuck ton. Fantastic. If I kill the cab light, you might be able to see a bit better outside. When you set the settings up properly, this game is gorgeous. Like, legit. Very nice. Good to see you, Icy. Sorry I'm late. I was up late dealing with some false DCMA and copyright takedowns. Oh, right. For what things do you create that have the ability to be DCMA'd? What content do you provide and or create? Okay, just try and give it some juice. Let's not get too many amps into the system here. Try and keep the needle in the green here, not in the red. We're going 4.6 miles. Very interesting. Videos and streams, specifically a video on a game developer who is dodgy as hell. Ah, fantastic. You're welcome to link your channel if you like in chat there, I see. Be happy to give it a look-see. My buddy's videos for using his artwork in a criticism video. Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, so being petty, basically. I need to give it more power as we come up here. Because, yeah, the loco's struggling on this uphill gradient. It's a steep gradient for a heavy coal train, although, well, a heavy wagon train. Apparently 40k views is too much, that's it. Or 400k views is too much. Fair enough. Choo-choo, indeed. Let's give it a quick blast on the horn. That's the sounder. Here we go. Low is... There we go. Okay. Well, apparently trying to switch backwards... Yeah, so backwards and forwards between the two just breaks the game, which is fair enough. And we need to come down to 40 mile an hour here. Let's do that as we come over this junction at pretty high speed. That's alright though. 70 mile an hour speed limit coming up. We're on a downhill gradient now, so let's just give it a touch of braking. Nothing too serious. Let's release that out. Direct brake kind of really holds the loco. It does very well. Let's give it some juice as we come back down. Quite difficult to micro a train that's this heavy. Like, it's very sluggish in its response. That's why freight train's so difficult, kind of thing. The horn is just delayed. It'll go off about an hour later, yeah, while someone's quietly reading a magazine next to it. It's just like you just be sitting there quietly and it would just... What up? Morning, Q. Hello, Silver Nightwing. How are the trains this morning? Any delays? We actually suspiciously ran on time, or pretty much on time, within about a minute of, you know, various online landings, various... this one's been going a bit more interesting because we're in a very heavy freight train, tanking our way downhill. £1 from Dan Range there. Cyanide and Cyanide and Soviet is still in the restroom. Go back. Yeah, that's it. We've left him in the... I think this place is a toilet. I'm pretty sure there's a toilet somewhere in here. I know American sort of long-haul freight trains have bathrooms in them, so you can have a shit at crew changes and at stops and stuff, which is pretty chill. We are going very fast for the amount of tonnage that we're bringing down this hill. So I've just got to go via. I don't have to stop there, necessarily. Jesus Christ. Just got to make sure I don't flick them too quickly. Got to keep our eyes peeled for those whistle signals. I don't think we ran this route. This will be a new section of line. We didn't do this one. We went all the way around the loop rather than coming down this one. 60 mile an hour speed limit coming up. Let's ease off on the throttle here. 2.5 miles is a red signal. Now we should probably prepare to slow down for that. I know it's 2 miles out, but at around 1.5 miles. Oh, here we go. We're now down to 60 miles an hour. Jesus. Standing very close to the fucking platform edge. Jesus Christ. Let's kill it on the power side of things. Let's start slowing down. Driving significantly at 2 miles an hour, Your Honour. Okay. Let's kill the throttle and let's just coast for a little bit. And then decide how much braking force I'm going to need to apply in order to stop this kite. Probably not too much, actually. It looks like the just the drag of this many locomotives, or this many wagons, is going to do me fine. Just another whistle. Lovely. Terrible for all the neighbours nearby, but what can you do? Beautiful time to be hauling a train around here. It's fantastic. It's really nice. About a mile to go. Just have to go via there again. We don't even have to stop, but there is a red signal in 1 mile. So let's kill the throttle. Hopefully that red signal will open up, but we'll see. Yellow signal coming in. Wonder if we'll have to let a service through. More than likely we will. Either another freight or a passenger service. Yeah, it just looks like as long as we're paying attention we can bring the train down to a reasonable speed here. We'll hold it around 30 miles an hour if we can. Bleed some amps back into the system. Overcome the drag force of the train. About 5,000 amps will do nicely. We can hold around this speed, then it should be relatively easy to stop should we need to. Can't quite see our red signal yet, but it's coming. It's telling us to go via 500 yards to our red signal. Very interesting there. I wonder what that is. There we go. Increase the throttle now. Give it a little bit of brake. Come nicely to a stop this. Making a right racket, aren't they? Lovely. We've been given permission to approach, so let's do that. Let's release the air pressure in the brake. We just got to give it enough gas to be able to overcome the tractive force of the locomotive. About power 4 will do it. We've been permission to approach slowly, hence the dots here. Nice one. So we've been given permission to pass this signal at danger. Very nice. IC gifted a sub to name 024. Thank you very much for that. And to Ivory Dragons, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Choo Choo Saru, also hi Q. He's a rapper. Hope things have been going well for you. They've been going alright, not too bad. We're just creeping forward at the moment. Fantastic. Yeah, like I said, we've been given permission to pass this signal at danger. We'll be coming into this depot here and we'll be stopping in there. So 15 mile an hour. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Very nice. We're in some kind of just side warehouse kind of thing. Very beautiful backdrop. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, that looks like a really steep backdrop for the city. Like a really, it kind of looks like the thing from Inception where the city like folds over. It is about to start. That's awesome. Right. Creeping forward. This is where we saw that train reversing, if you remember, I think. I seem to remember this hopper here. Although I imagine this is where we fill up on coal or rubble or whatever that shit is in there. Odd clouds? They are, kind of. Just decelerate here. Give it throttle 2, that will just coast us down a little bit. Very nice. Let's just get a little bit of train hold brake. Lovely. Pretty much right on the money. Fantastic stuff. Pretty much below the speed limit the whole way, except for this little bit here where I got over, and this little bit there. But not bad. A gold medal earned. Bloody hell, we're getting gold medals like it's going out of fashion now. Awareness is a tier 2 sub and up, is it? Yeah, that's true. I apologise. For I am blind in both eyes. Fantastic there. Very, very kind. Right, so let us continue, I guess. We've only been going for an hour and a quarter. We could get in another journey. I'll leave it up to chat. We could either continue on this particular railway line and keep playing it, or we could potentially swap out for a different railway line. I'll leave it up to people to decide, really. What do people want to do? Where do they want to go? Fantastic. Okay. So what do we think, friends? Friends and friendos? Do we want to stay on this one, or do we want to change over? Roller coaster. German rail? We could do German rails. Whatever gets you more gold. Take me home. Country roads. Lovely. Let's have a look. Check rail. New rail. Let's go for a new railway. Okay, so let's change back out. Switch route. So we've got a few different options here. We've got the Tees Valley line, which is a British steel railway line. Northern Transpennine, which is an old British railway line. Long Island Railroad, which is an American sort of short haul intercity kind of train. We've then got the Ruhr-Sieg Nord, West Somerset, Rapid Transit, Great Western, New York City, and CSX Heavy Haul. What do we think? A scenic tour of Scotland. Sadly, I don't think I have Scotland. Do a scenic tour of Somerset. Someone said heavy haul. That's it. RSN. Someone said RSN. Heavy haul, fast transit. Go for heavy haul. People want to see heavy haul. RSN. Ruhr-Sieg Nord, some people want to see. Do you have Japanese high-speed routes? I don't think they do, Gotrek. They're just releasing them little by little. British Rail never cares about Scotland. Ah! The bastards. I know. But you're under Scottish Rail, aren't you? You'll be under Network Rail, but you'll be under Scottish Rail. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to go with Ruhr-Sieg Nord. We very seldom play it. We've definitely played more. Yeah, okay. We're gonna take Ruhr-Sieg Nord out for a go for all of the Germans in chat. So let's do a Ruhr-Sieg Nord run, and let's see what's on timetable. So we've got a choice of several trains here. We can even take the oh my god, this thing. So essentially, yeah, the the Germans have this. Well, I suppose a lot of whatever DB train runs these. They have like a powered cab at one end of the train, and then just an electric train on the other end. It's really weird looking. You missed my rant earlier about railway prices being more expensive than trains. Yeah, it's true. Forgets to update the fund name, but we breached the 5k mark. That we did. 5,200 and I think 62 if you want to take it literally, or 5,250 at the moment. And hopefully when I get paid on the 28th this month, I'll be able to put a little bit more in, and then when we get the Patreons through, a little bit more in, and so on. Fantastic. More expensive than planes, not trains. My bad. One rule for German lines is that you always have to be late. Well, I'm clearly the man for the job then. Right, let's change it over to a winter clear. Let's get rid of the snow level, as again, it's not that cold out. What's the weather in Germany? Someone tell me the weather in the Sea Nord line thing. Someone tell me what's up. We're going to take this for a spin because we've never driven this one exactly. What do we think? It's rainy. Is it rainy, is it? Cold and a bit rainy. Okay, so let's have a look then. So -1 would be good. Let's go with, we want to go, rather than that, we want to go like, not spring, what would be cold? We could set it to autumn. Right, bear with us. We'll set it to autumn because the temperature is about right. Autumn mists, that's good. With a little bit of precipitation. A little bit of drizzle. How does that look? Does that look alright? 5 degrees rainy. So temperature's about right, which is good. Googled fog and rain. Fog and rain, okay. I think that'll do nicely. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Right then, let us, yeah, accept that. And then let's choose when we're going to travel. We're going to travel, I think, roughly around this time, because we did like a nighttime service. So, are there any ones around 11:30? There's an 11:40, so we'll do this one. Hagen to Siegen. Fantastic, let's do it. Operator this semi-fast service to Siegen. You'll be in charge as far as Finnentrop, where another driver will continue the rest of the journey. Okay, not a problem. Excellent stuff. This is full immersion now, that's it. We're going beyond, above and beyond the Call of Duty. Fantastic. Awesome stuff. Look at this. Chinese New Year. Year of the Rat, I believe, I think I saw. Very nice. Reading your Patreon page has caught my eyes. Abraham Lincoln. Oh, yes, that's very kind. Thank you very much. Speaking of which, there is a Patreon down below if you'd like to... yeah. Shill. Obligatory Patreon shill. Oh, God, it's very laggy in this particular part. It will get easier as soon as we get out and about. Right then, let's have a look here. I have no idea how to start this train. Literally none. Reverser, let's put to forward. Do I have to load any passengers? No. Okay, so there's no power. Main power line on. Pantograph. Guessing the pantograph's up. Pantograph. Raise the pantograph. Yeah. Start. And then accelerate maybe? Still not bleeding any amps in. It's always nice figuring out how to get these things working. Neutral. Still no amps. Brake key. On. Passenger open and close. Interesting that it's just on that side. How do we make it go? Well, the power's on for a change. Door lock. Coach lights. Interesting. It moved before. Closed the circuit. Did I close the circuit? Just do a Homer Simpson, press everything until it works. That's kind of my idea. All brakes are released. High beam, cab lights, sander, coach lights. Coach lights are on. Don't need the sander on. We're moving, but we're not getting any amps. So I'm a bit confused. Oh, there we go. Oh, bloody hell. Ah! Okay, wipers then. Okay, well, apparently it takes... There's a bit of a delay in drawing amps from the rear locomotive. I guess that's fair. The frame rate will get better while I... Oh my god, we're absolutely meteorising out of here. Holy shit. 25 mile an hour! I'm not speeding, you're speeding. What's going on? Help! Slow down! Where's the thing? Train brake. A1. There we go. Slow it down, Sunny Jim. No, okay, right. We're on the right speed now. Jesus Christ. Train brake running? No, I think we're okay. Right. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Just chuck an anchor out of the window. That's it. Oh my God. If in doubt, flat out. That was it. Jesus, that was a bit, that was a bit hairy coming out of there. So it seems to be there's a bit of delay drawing amps from the rear locomotive for whatever reason, which I guess is fair. It has to travel the full breadth of the train. Our stop is in 7 miles. Bring it up to a pretty top speed here. Wipers. There are wipers somewhere. I'm sure I've seen the knob. Locking. Where is the WAN screen whippers? Any of them? PCB override. Shunting controls. Shunting controls. Emergency brake. Get off the throttle. As we're up on our top speed here. Bit. Look, give me a little bit of brake. That'll do. Okay, that brake I can get used to. They're like a speed set there was in one of the other trains. Bloody hellfire. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, release it. Hold it. Okay, so we're like releasing and holding brake pressure, so that's not too bad. Let's release it fully, because now we're on an uphill gradient. Let's give it a little bit of gas. Oh, there we go, train coming the other way. Speed limit goes up to 75 very, very shortly. There we go. Let's give it some gas. Windscreen wipers. Anyone for windscreen wipers? Any of those? No. That's train power. Nothing up there. Is it behind me? Seems to be all circuit board stuff. Only you could make this a horror game, it's true. Pro tips, put the throttle in neutral while braking, otherwise you won't get any power once you... Okay. A good idea. Thank you very much. I will definitely forget it though, Smith Cloud, but I appreciate the gesture. Wipers. P. Interval. That'll do. We did it, Reddit. Right, let's go. Tickets, please. There we go, look at this. Very nice. Decent old kite. It's pretty high speed as well. Put it in that. Let's get it to hold. And apply. Apply some brake. And hold, then release. Not as bad, I guess. I get it like minimum on the throttle. I get some juice out of it. A beautiful bit of railway. I'm going to try and creep it up towards the speed limit. I think it's like 75 miles an hour in this case, or something like that. It's a very high-speed train, isn't it? Like, Jesus Christ. The Rago DB. Very cool. Oh, there we are. Look at that, all dressed up. Beautiful. Very nice. 6.7 miles from our stop. At a place called Lethmath? I'm not sure. German was not my second language. I posted a pic of your Discord of how most of your passengers behave when you are in charge of the train. It's Rago from Regional. Or Reggio, or whatever it's called. Everyone assume crash positions. That's not bad advice, to be honest. No. Lovely stuff. It's very quick, though. The sad thing is that like we have too many tunnels here in the UK that like aren't tall enough for double-decker trains, and like we'd have to like redevelop our overhead wire infrastructure so that it was, yeah, so that there'd be room. But sadly, we do not have any double-decker trains here. Lovely. We got a bit of an uphill gradient, so let's get some gas back on the stove here. Takes a little while to draw amps, man. I feel like I've like fucked up a junction box or something. I really do. When I went around pressing buttons, I think I've shagged it. When are we due into this station? 54. Are we going to get there in time? Probably not. It took me so long to get the train running. I think we're going to struggle. Look how little amps I'm bleeding from the system in order to get this kind of speed. It's amazing. It's very German. The Americans? No. The British, 5,000 amps. These? 14. Boss. Jesus. Fantastic. Is Q shagging trains again? I think so. Gotta have a hobby, right? If you could go in there, I wonder if there's a mission to go in there and collect like wagons and stuff. That would be cool. It doesn't look like a coal mine. It looks like it processes something, or at least maybe not processes, but maybe mines it. Interesting thought. Need to get back on the power here. It's an uphill gradient that I am struggling with. Fantastic. Excellent. Slowing it down a little, slowing it down a little. Okay, banking right. Like it's an aircraft or something. I guess that's not the wrong terminology. Banking left. At this point, if you leave the cab for a cuppa and forget the drive... Yeah, it's true, yeah. Oh, look at this. See, Dovetail Games, you can put a steam train in. Look at the smoke. Look at it. You can absolutely... Look, if you can put, like, smoke coming out of that chimney, you can put smoke coming out of the funnel of a steam locomotive. Dovetail? Come on. Want me steam trains? Want me flying Scotsman? Flying Scotsman. Scots and other Scots. I apologise to any Scottish for the appalling accent I just did. We do need a flying Scotsman in here, we really do. They called it the Flying Scotsman, right? But why didn't they create a train called the Walking Welshman? It's just, you know, one of those things, hindsight in history and all. Need to go down to 56 miles an hour in 1.5 miles. Fantastic. That was appalling. Forgive me, Caress, forgive me. I beg forgiveness. 56 mile an hour. Let's start our reasonable descent down to that speed. Very, very light on the train brake. Probably a little bit too light. Let's go again. 1B. Should probably shave off enough speed. Fantastic. Or the jogging Irishman, that's it. You mean the wobbling Welshman? Gest du Zerbanoff, is it? I'm not sure. The idling Englishman. Now that's a train I could get behind. It just sits in the platform. Doesn't even draw any power from the line. The idling Englishman, eh? Beautiful stuff. Okay, the train brake is a little bit more responsive than the direct brake, so I'm a bit happier with that. We'll be going about the right speed as we come over the threshold here. 500 yards or so. Not bad at all. It's a beautiful railway line, though. Like, realistically, it's gorgeous. I was about to comment on how flat it was, and then I looked at the hill in front of me. Here we go. 56 mile an hour. Just around this curve here, it looks like slightly slower. Quite a steep curve. The only jogging we Irish do is to the pub. I can appreciate that. I just walk myself. Studied German. Scoffs. That's it. I like to upset SWAT Knight with my German. He really likes it. Right, there we go. This is a very steep curve. Christ almighty. Get some juice. There we go. Let's get some power back on. About a mile to our destination. Okay, in that case we can leave the throttle off and then just start to coast down at 1A. And then eventually down to 1B as we approach here. Fantastic. This is the first stop on our express route. Bad at all. Get it to 1B. Very, very light braking. Nothing too serious. Very nice. Lighting changed a bit there. Very nice. Go back up to 1A and release. 1A again. B, then release, then to 1A again, very long platform this, then to 1B, to 2. Not a bad show, ladies and germs. Maybe a little bit overshot. Then to 3. Fantastic. Not bad. How do I open the doors again? I think we'll just use the tab key, I reckon. Unlock left. Unlocking door. Ah, there we go. Left side. The left side doors are unlocked. The important part of the door is on the platform. It's just my end that's not. Then again, it's not like a door, so it's not really overshot. Not really. Fantastic. We're just going to wait to take on passengers. And I believe what we do is turn this back to centre, unless open and close passenger doors. Unlock left side doors, and then I guess I bring it back to centre to lock it. Fantastic. Oh, a big stretch there. Another blade fact there. Another from the weird and wonderful world that we live in. There we go. Let's get ready to lock the doors here. Bringing it back to centre. Lock all doors. Unlock. Lock all, unlock right, unlock all doors. Lock all doors. Lock all doors. Interesting. Right, okay. Let's accelerate onwards. Release the train brake. To release. Give it some power. Take my amps, damn it. There we go. Lovely. It's so weird, like the actual power is on this end, which means there's like a delay getting it to the cab. Nice one. Right then, round we go. Damn it, I want your accent when I speak English, and what accent is that? Lovely, okay, so our next stop is that Verdol? Wedol? Let's upset all the Germans and call it Werdohel. Werdohel, fantastic. Right, moving on up in the world. Let's reduce our power just a little bit here, just to bring it to average. You could possibly put the reverser in neutral and pull amps and then slam the reverser forward. I don't think you can slam the reverser forward while drawing amps. I think it locks in place. Run minimum, there we go. Excellent stuff. So far, so good. So due in at 10 past 12 there. That would be great. About 10 minutes time, 11 minutes time, so very good. Me as a German feeling a bit offended. Good man, good man. Awesome stuff. So yeah, so far so good. So far so good. Very nice. It is a beautiful bit of country, like. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't remember like turning on like heaters or anything, but it hasn't prompted us to, so I guess it's fine. Oh Christ, oh, cracker. Alright, okay. Let's speed up a little bit. Try and offset the gradient with a bit of throttle. Fantastic, bringing it round there. Awesome stuff. Spectre getting his jab in. Look, you Austrians and Germans should get along. You got along a couple of times before. You should do it again. When Q inadvertently, you know, says that you should reform the Reich. Whoops. Oh, we should probably slow that down a little bit then. Bring that down to 2, and then release that. 1A, and then to release. That should be good. Other times, other people. Very true. Amazing American looks at president and government. The bar is set quite low here, yeah, I suppose. But not to it. We've got old BJ, Blowjob Johnson. That's it. We love him, really. Look at the hair. It's fantastic. Boris Johnson is like a poor Donald Trump. He's fantastic. Discount Donald. Discount Donny T. I love him. Lidl Donny T. Tesco value Donny T. I love him. If not just for the memes. Better than when half of ZF says it outright. Yeah, true. Little Donny bro. I love him. Is he planning to build a wall around the UK too? I think he's like that's it. He's just yeah. He's planning to saw us off of the European like continental shelf and just boot us into the Atlantic. I think that's what he's getting ready to do. Why am I driving so slow? Grandma speed here. Buckarate all my Doritos. That's it. Donny and Boris. What Jutard will look like soon. True. Or Jedward? Jedward. Sorry, Jutard. My eyes are so bad. Holy fucking shit, Jutard. Whoops. God. I don't know why I read that as Jutard. I read like Jedward. I put like the D and the D and the W the wrong way. Judard. Lovely. What a slip. Lovely. Fucking hell. Take a while to forget that one. Right. So we were at 6 miles outside of wherever we're going at Werdohel. Werdohel, that. Jesus, it's all coming out today. Hello from Austria. Good to see you, Lake Warrior. How the hell are you? For fuck's sake. I know. It's, yeah. Right, over this way and then to the left here. Accidental anti-Semitism. So, yeah, I was going to make a very controversial joke about the Labour Party then, but I'll stay out. Right, I've got to go slow down again. What's with this slowing down nonsense? I go to do the dishes and I return to Jutard. I apologise for any people of the Jewish faith in chat. It was not directed at you. And shows that I have the IQ of a small rock. I hope you'll forgive me. Lovely. Right then, so 5.2 miles to go. I cannot spell today. Labour is its own joke. I think it is, yeah. 5 miles to go, and at tiptoe speed as well. It's going to be a long one, chat. It's a long old journey. This. Ooh, another train. And one of the. I think that's what you. I think that's Blade told me that's a Sprinter. That is a train that runs really fast, like between like loads of little stations. And what we're in is a Pacer because we travel long distances.
Yeah.
Mr. Lawson FFS, Lawson for fuck's sake. Thank you very much for the tier 1 subset. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome aboard, sir. Very, very kind of you. Where's my goddamn coffee? Very true. Where is your goddamn coffee? I don't have your coffee, I'm afraid. Let's give it a little bit of speed here as we just come on through it. Let's get us up to speed. Looks like we're out of that slightly more urbanised area that we just went through, so that's okay. Don't know whether we'll make our 11 o'clock, or sorry, 12:11 target time. It's currently coming up to just gone 5 minutes past 12 in the game. We've got another 6 minutes or so to get to the destination. It's idle. How expensive are tickets for Cube Train Incorporated? Now, you see, here's the trick. The tickets are £1.50, but the insurance, I'm getting you on the insurance, because there's no guarantee of life insurance. You've got to take life insurance out. And let me tell you, that's a healthy 4-figure % APR right there. That's where they get you. So, Long Dark When, soon TM name. I don't know. I've just really not fancied playing it. It will catch my fancy again eventually. I will get back to it. Have you taken a look at the train game called Derail Valley? I know it sounds risky, but it actually looks great.
Yeah.
Is that like the really realistic one? I can't remember anyway. Azure C Knight there says, good morning, Engineer Q and chat. Cheers to the Bear Squad. Hope all is well. The MLG Train Sim World / World of Subways player Q is always on schedule. Now, you flatter me, sir, but I am going about 1,000 miles an hour over the speed limit here while I read your message. Don't twitch and drive, folks. It's my ancient philosophy, written in The Art of War it was, by Sun Tzu. I don't know. Lies, absolute lies, lies and blasphemy, it's true. Lies and blaspheme. Do not take to the Sunny D, that's it. Wasn't that the drink that made you, like, I'm sure, was it Sunny D that made your skin go orange because of a preservative in it? If you, like, drank a shit ton of it. Like, there was, like, a preservative in there that could, like, very slightly discolour your skin. Sunny Delight, I think it was. Then they changed it, and it had, like, no, it doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste like Sunny D anymore. Give it a bit of power. I'm really struggling to get a balance of sort of speed and, you know, like, braking. Is it carotene, was it? Tastes like a chemical toilet now. Can't really speak from experience there, Blade, but, you know, we'll draw off of your wisdom if that's what you think it tastes like. I can't comment myself. It tastes like a chemical toilet. Fantastic. Yeah, Donald Trump drank a lot of Sunny D back in the day. Oh, he's orange. Clearly. Well, carrot juice can change your skin colour too. Good morning. Good to see you there, Grish. How are you? Excellent. So yeah, we're going to rock and roll here round to the right. 2.5 miles to go to. It's not our final destination, but it's one of them. Well, it is if we fucking derail. Fantastic. Trump 2020 is going to be fun. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. It's going to be fantastic. Do you know, I don't watch like EastEnders anymore. I don't watch Coronation Street. I used to watch The Bill back in the day. Who needs soaps? The news is like just everything you want from a drama these days. It's just everything you want. Lovely. 2.2 miles to go, and we're finally closing the distance to some reasonable level, which is great. Lovely. And Dabby Dozy. This is too real, I know. Trump is not very funny to me as an American, but I'm genuinely glad the rest of you can have a laugh at our expense. Ah, well, same to you with old Boris here. There's a fantastic picture where, like, I've got to find it. Hang on, I legitimately have to find it. Hang on. Let me see it. There it is. Fantastic picture. Can I save that as like something I can actually? I can't even remember where it is actually. Is it this one? Can I search it by image? Hopefully so. I'm hoping stuff will actually come up. There we go. Oh, it's all kind of cropped off the bottom. Ah well. Fucking Jesus. It's just the picture. I think I'll have to maybe find it a bit later. Absolutely hilarious. Is this it? I think this is it, isn't it? That's a web file. Can I save this one? Or this one, or this one? No, I don't think I can. I'll have to see if I can find it. I'll put it in the Discord later, I guess. Lovely. Okay, so 1.5 miles to go to where, Dol? At least you got a government, I guess. Could be worse. To be honest, we in Germany make a big laugh out of Brexit. Oh yeah. Yeah, we know. I know. I know. It's alright. I'm in on the joke. Sad part is I live here. I tell you what was really funny. I think Catler was telling me the other day, and this is a nice spicy meme from within the internal. Like, if you don't live in the UK, then you might not. Well, even if you live in the UK, you might not have been aware of it. One of the political parties for the last election that obviously the Conservative got their majority government in was the Brexit Party, and it was really funny that the Brexit Party, I think, was the other day was complaining about the fact that they're going to have no say over EU law, like. Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, at the same time. Yeah, Brexit is both ha-ha and very fucking serious. Yeah, at the same time. Just... Okay, oh, we actually need to really think about stopping here. Let's get it onto break 2. There we go. Yeah, break 2 was a good choice. Gonna bleed enough speed for us. Let's get it down to break 1B. Let's release and go break 1B. There we go, that should do nicely. Fantastic. As someone who doesn't, as someone who's not from Australia, there, Beckfest, I know that there's a lot of controversy surrounding your, I think, would you call, I think he's Prime Minister? Or I'm unfamiliar geographically as to your system of government. But I was wondering what the controversy around him is, because I genuinely don't get it. It's a little bit far along, but we'll take it. 10 yards out. Let's unlock left. Door. Unlock left. You have to do that and then pull that. That's such a weird system. Seven days till the UK Independence Day. Are you doing something special? I will be stockpiling thousands of pounds of medication to sell on for a hefty profit. Right. Subwolf plays games. Well, yeah, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Some people like him, some people don't. Let's just, let's leave it there. Let's not go on that. Let's not go banging the drum. Let's just leave it there. Fires were burning for a good month or more, and he booked a holiday to Hawaii, then compared his job to a plumber's when forced to return. Then he basically had really bad leadership dealing with the fires. Well. Yeah, that sounds pretty shitty. So lock all doors, and then lock it. Sounds like an elevator. Right, okay, let's release the brake. Brake pressure release. And then let's make a show of it. Give me my amps. There are my amps. Give me my amps. There we go. Very nice. Another train parked up on the sort of outer rail here. Very nice. Nice one. Lovely. Right, okay, so not too bad as of the moment here. 5 miles to Plettenberg. I don't know whether that's our final destination. This one's a really long train route. Like, holy shit. Very nice. My cat is like zonked out next to me. I should have like a cat. Do you know how like Womble like sells Lulu? Like, it's kind of like, look at my dog. Look at it. I could just do that with this cat. She's kind of just scrunched up on the duvet. And she just heard me say her name, and now she's like, oh. She's having like sleepy. It's Satan, okay? Satan's fine. She just tends not to sleep in here because this one's in here. Cat cam, that's it. Do it. That's it. Good old cat cam. Yeah, it's an uphill gradient, so we'll take it easy with the throttle here. Why are we still accelerating on an uphill gradient? And then all of a sudden we start decelerating. Germany, your trains are strange. I think it's probably the driver, though, to be fair. Probably. Cannot confirm. Lovely. Sad German noises. Driver's just incompetent, I thought so. Yeah, I met Lulu in person for the first time at Digby's barbecue, because obviously Soviet came down. Like, again, he is very disappointed with, like, the lack of, like facial hair, because I'm like clean shaved. Like, I genuinely, this woman come into the shop and she had more facial hair than I did. Like, actually, like, distressingly so. This woman had a neck beard, and I was really, I said, "You're right, mate," seeing the beard, and then a woman spoke, and I was completely gender conflicted with how I was supposed to proceed with the conversation thereon. So I just didn't allude to gender at all. I just went, you know, thank you very much, no, and with no allusion to it. This will explain about our PM. Okay. I'll have a look at that. If you put that to me in a whisper, that was, yeah. I'll read that in a little bit. Thank you very much, human. You're very welcome. Wait, Q don't have a beard? No! I'm baby-faced. I've got a head like a fucking like cinder block, and I'm like baby face. Like I can grow like a bum fluff like beard, but I couldn't grow like a proper like lumberjack, like lucky flannel type. Like, yeah, couldn't grow one. Sadly, his baby face is fucking baby face, Joe. It's true. I tragically got baby face. When I'm clean shaven, I look about 17. Well, that's being generous. But when I'm clean shaven, I look about 45. That's it. Yeah, lovely. Babyface Joe's better than Bumfluff Face Joe. A babyface rolls off the tongue better than Bumfluff Face. I feel like the voice won't match the face. It never does, right? Soviet's face does not match his voice. The only thing that I can akin to SpongeBob is that he, like, Chinny said that he looks like Yoga Guy from Grand Theft Auto, which is absolutely on the money. But I also believe we need to stop at this location now. Actually, I need to just make sure we're slowing down. I honestly believe that Soviet looks like fucking, do you know SpongeBob, where he tries to be normal. Like, hi, how are you? That's it's uncanny. It's the same face. It's the same face. Squidward, that's it. Squidward, maybe, unsure. Actually terrifying. Went to a nice stop here. 300 yards to go. Decent amount of braking force here. I think I'm going to have to go to brake 2. Ooh. Let's go brake 3. Brake 4. Stop! Stop! Lovely. Well, I mean, we made it. Right. Unlock the right-hand side and then open. But yeah, people are like swaying backwards and forwards as the blood returns to their brain. It's like on a bicycle where you like take your foot off the pedal and just kick it into the... I'm just like kicking it into the gravel. Tearing up the sole of my boot. Not as overshot as I thought. No, yeah, I know. Chief Engineer Michael, the couch fund there, is currently on... and anybody else who was interested that wasn't here earlier, 5,250 there and thereabouts. I put an extra 500 quid in the other day, but because I've got the memory of a flea, I keep forgetting to update the Moobot command. So we'll get to that, I don't know, a bit later on maybe. But yeah, we're going strong. The idea is to have the full 7,500 by April if I can, which with some careful saving might be doable. It'll be a struggle. How big is this couch? Huge. It is a mile in width, and it's about, I don't know, it's a mile in width, but it has one of those low backs that's just like horrible for a sofa. Right then, let's put it there and then close up. Releasing the brake. Oh, no, not that one. Release those brakes together. Then let's give me the amps. I demand amps. Give them to me. There we go. 75% throttle should do nicely. Right then. Breakfast says when the fire started he went off on holiday, then on return, after being bullied on Facebook, he came back, gave no assistance to the fires, also never gave any funding to the farmers in drought. Going out to shoot your livestock in the head due to all the water corporations cutting flooding in the Murray River. Okay, the Murray River. The drought affected more help. The drought affected needed more help, and the firefighters needed more assistance. I see. 21 says, after being warned that we were facing a really bad fire season, his party did this in the June budget. Liberals cut 12.9 million from the operational budget of fire and rescue. Oh god, and 26 million from the operational budget of the rural fire service. So, in the light of a terrible fire season, he like just absolutely nuked the fire. Yeah, okay, he's a bit dim then. See you later there, Gotrek. Have a nice night, mate. Yeah, I know we're going too fast. I'm trying to slow it down. God, this fucking chart is going to go all over the place. You know, like the speed chart at the end. Finnentrop. I think it said someone else was taking over from Finnentrop. I can't remember, though. So this could be our last one. I think it said someone else was doing this this leg of the journey. Like another driver takes over from Finnentrop. Hello there, Tuck. Good to see you, matey. Right. So far, so good. Be nice. Another loco coming the other way. Oh, a freight. A long one. Jesus. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wee. Very nice. Is a climate change denier and his best friends with someone from a conspiracy theory church. Oh, fantastic. It's like, does it have like a name like the, I don't know, the Sanctum of the Last Apple or something? Like, is that kind of conspiracy church? How long are trains in Britain? Not really that long. Depends on the weight and stuff. Long story short, it's a shambles, yeah. But it sounds like it. Really sorry, man. It's listed as a terrorist group in the US. Are you joking? President of Australia, or Prime Minister, I should say, or whatever, of Australia is friends with someone who's in a recognised terrorist organisation in the United States. You know, can't help who your friends are, I guess. Just trying to balance my controls here. Fantastic. So far, so good. Yeah, we have Catler. Yeah, it's true. Good evening there, Foxtrot 9 Tango. Good to see you, matey. How the hell are you? Welcome to the Rua Sieg Nord railway line. We're currently running a passenger service between Carl Sagan and Finnentrop. Oh, God. The speed... Those speed limits really change quickly. You keep getting me. Satan the cat is having a good meow into nothing. Where are you, you daft sod? What? Hello? Hello? Come on in. Help me fucking find the train, eh? I found the train. Gonna say hi? Quite cold. Where the hell have you been sleeping? Nice. Got Satan the cat. Gonna come up and say hi to everyone? Say hi, you gonna jump up? No, you're just gonna scratch your face. Fair enough. Isn't this game like $2,000 worth of DLC? Not yet, Headhunter. Coming soon. Coming soon. Oh, we won't. Hey. You can say hi to everyone? Can you say hello? I bet she don't want to talk now. Oh, we won't. Come here. Come on. Come on. She's like climbing over me like a climbing frame. Come on then. You go jump over there. No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. She's going for the power button. No, I stopped her. My power button's on top of my PC and she always jumps on it. Come here. You needn't sulk at me. You can sit there. Just like lunged for her. Jesus. Okay, right. Granny speed. Let's speed up a little bit. Yeah, so basically my cat is on top of... My computer is on top of my desk, so I have it on top of the desk, and the cat likes to sleep on it. because it gets warm. It's getting very warm, actually. Jesus, it's boiling. Christ above, it's getting very hot. Go into Windows setting and disable the button then. That's maybe an idea. Whoa. You come for a fuss, or are you going to be grump over there because I didn't let you go on the computer? Hey, come on then. You're going to come meow. Go on. Twitch chat wants you to meow, cat. Come on. They need... Look. Come on. I know you want to. Speak. Okay, you get a headbutt. Oh, don't know whether you heard that one. There we go. Right then. Are we speeding? Yes, we are. Terribly, though. I think once we drop the throttle here, once the amps disappear, we should be okay. Yeah. Yeah, I need like a couple of keys. Foxtrot. Like, yeah. A couple of Trident nuclear missile keys, that's it. Hopefully coming up on our final stop here, which is great. I'm going to go fix some lunch. I've got some wholemeal bagels downstairs. You're always speeding, it's okay, that's it. Oh, whoa. Give that heavy head a good scratch, eh? Good stuff. Right then. 1.1 miles to go to our destination, I believe. I hope this is the last stop, but we'll see. Well, he said there was no money for our firefighters. He gave money to the mega church he goes to in mid-November. The church awarded $110,000 worth of public money through a Department of Home Affairs initiative known as the Safer Communities Fund. Oh, really? Oh my god, okay, we've got a red signal coming up. Yeah, we cannot miss that. This looks like end of the line kind of thing. It's very, lovely. FPS might get a little bit sketched through here, but we should be okay. Nice and flat here, which is great. A lot of track. Get braking 1B on. Probably should go braking 2 at this point. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes, braking 4. Go braking 3. Braking 2. 1A will do nicely here. There we go, coming to a nice stop. Just feather it. Not bad at all. Almost right on the dot. Fantastic. Unlock passenger doors. Let's just unlock right. And then I think once we've locked the passenger doors, I think it should end the scenario. And then we should be good to go. Fantastic. What was that fucking warning there? Oh, I see. Don't stand too close to the platform edge is what it's trying to say. Don't want to get swiped. Or dragged off or some shit. It'd be particularly bad. If I get a gold star for this, I'm going to be flabbergasted. If I get a silver star, I'll be flabbergasted. Do I know what SCP is? Yes, we're quite big fans of SCP as a concept. It's a very cool idea. Me and when I say we, I mean me and the missus.
Zug fährt ein. Bitte achten Sie auf die Markierung am Bahnsteigrand.
I don't have any papers. Okay. Fantastic. Right, let's see. Loading passengers. Just wait for that to complete, then we'll lock the door and then we should be good to go. Objective complete, and that is that. Fantastic. I didn't even get a medal. Oh no, I got a I got a silver star. Fantastic. Excellent. That's not too bad then. I did pretty poorly, so I was late, on time, late. Okay, not too bad. Only by a minute, though. That's not too bad. A lot of speeding, though, and that's really what's killed us. Sped, speed. Speed and speeding, slightly speeding, speeding, and speeding again. So yeah, pretty damn monka-esque. But yeah, that is pretty good. I'm very happy with that. And yeah, early on the last station. That's it. Oh, early on the last station. Oh, there you go. You see, fantastic. So let's close out of that and let's call that there for an afternoon. Like I say, we're going to be doing Divinity tonight, so that should be pretty cool. In terms of people who are online at the moment, Mr. SWAT Knight is currently playing Hunter Call of the Wild here, so we're going to pass you over to him. Do feel free to stand in my best. He's just starting, so sit tight, and this is Mr. SWAT Knight. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you all have splendid afternoons, and I shall catch you on the flip side. Take care, folks, and I shall see you soon. Oh, it didn't start the thing, did it? This channel has intended for more... Oh, okay. So /raid, like this. You already have a raid in progress. I cannot see the raid. I can't... the raid button hasn't appeared on OBS. Let's go for a host instead then. Let's try that instead. Bye-bye.